situation he was before, but
it's better than nothing. At least in a position like this.
uh-oh, Moo's in trouble. SVG has the nuke to finish him off. That's going to be your first blood.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at top, this Enigma is still getting messed with, but at the end of the okay, Lone Druid obviously ahead, but so is this Magnus.
Charge to top lane, EternaLEnVy. About half HP. A lot of quill stacks available here for the Bristleback. Instead, he's going to turn his attention to SVG. The charge continues onto EternaLEnVy. Moo's not feeling comfortable sticking around against SVG, though, underneath that tower. In fact, melonzz gets a little bit too close. Nightmared up. EternaLEnVy gets the... All right, SVG will take the last hit instead. And this whole laning phase is clearly...
It's really frustrating, I'd imagine. Not that I have watched a team do that from experience.
Brewmaster picks up the Arcane Rune, does have his ultimate. Would love to get a kill on MSS, and it looks like they finally will get it. MSS, oh, he tried to get off the RP right as the Spirit Breaker came in. Tries to get the skewer over the cliff, not quite far enough. Can't get the distance away from Complexity, so we will indeed fall. The TP in from the Lifestealer may lead him to... Oh, he already...
Down here without making at least a push. It looks like it's going to be full-on retreat for NP, and this is a dedication and a half as 747 in mid might just get RP'd.
Brought back into Rose, tries to get off the ultimate, but they get the ensnare, and there is the Malphus to stop him as well.
And that is how you make a gank happen. There's 4 heroes right now from
The target he wants
everyone coming in now for this one.
Yeah, they're slowing down SVG pretty heavily. Rose is holding on to the black hole for now. He sees a good opportunity. Makes better of it, though. Brewmaster is preemptively throwing out the ultimate, so Rose knows the black hole is just going to get countered. SVG is going to be the sacrificial lamb here. He will be the one that dies for Complexity diving in deep. Looks like Rose may die as well. The Brewmaster ultimate was able to lock onto him, and they'll be able to pick up that kill. NP are saying this is just space. They aren't actually taking any objectives. We are. They take a tier 2 at bottom lane. Their mid tower is still up. We are beginning to get to one of the peaks for the Bristleback, where he's got his maxed out passive and God, I wish they would change that name to something else but Bristleback. He'll have a lot of tankiness. The best part is, I think, with this Keeper of the Light is he always has mana to work with. No sleep onto the Abaddon. Abaddon is actually going to have to pop his ultimate here, forced out by the Shockwave. They're still going to be able to get the kill on SVG, it looks like, and won't be able to pursue the Abaddon. See if they're... Ooh, this mana loss is going to hurt MSS quite a bit. He doesn't have the mana to be able to skewer out until he pops the wand. Will be able to get the skewer over the cliff. Moo just wants to be able to focus on this tier 1 tower, but EternaLEnVy, he tanks it all up, does manage to get the charge off, needs to be able to get it infest, but there's no creeps anymore. He's just armlet toggling his way through this one. He does have some Eidolons if he wants to go there. Oh, he tried for it, but gets caught by the quills. Delayed out a little bit. Black Hole catches Susie, does manage to get Moo in there as well. ZfreeK does manage to get the charge onto Rose. They'll finish him off. They are fighting this one out pretty well with the Aphotic Shields. melonzz does get caught. SVG tries to blow him up. MSS, there goes to sleep, and melonzz does get nuked down. Monkey's unable to save his ally. Maybe he can help ZfreeK, though. ZfreeK survives long enough to get the charge, but SVG caught him with the Fiend's Grip on the tail end of things. And there it is. MSS also gets the Abaddon. 4 down from Complexity. They get the tower, but the fight just goes on a bit too long.
Yeah, they might lose their mid tower for this as well. That was one of their more successful tries, though. We talked about how they needed team fights. This is how you get back into the game against a team like MP, but it might have just been one of those situations.
Down to whether or not there's a successful RP. Now, MSS does have the Blink Dagger, and there's a lot of heroes in the pit, which are just Savage Roared out.
Moo's going to try to finish this right now, and if NP are going to defend
close. He needs to be able to get it. The RP goes out, but he managed to get the Aegis in time. MSS, abandoned ship. He knows this fight is no longer theirs to take after the Aegis was grabbed by that Bristleback. NP's just looking for an escape, has an infest once again. He's not going to make it out. Tries to go for the kill on melonzz.
They can get more. This Brewmaster is trying to chase out both
these supports. 2. He's going to be able to chase down SVG, it looks like, and has the Cyclone on the Enigma. No, has to give up on the SVG, so instead just gets the Enigma. Still a big kill.
They still want more here. Gonna run in, but unable to.
Aphotic Shield from the Abaddon. So you could say that 2 of the people you catch in the RP are not going to be affected, most likely.
Yeah. in this early game so far.
Oh, they're actually going to fight this one. Nice double clap there from Suzy as he gets recalled
that
in.
ulti, though.
The sleep on Monkey is going to cause some problems here as they need the extra bit of HP on Suzy, but he's just going to die here underneath the invis. Savage Roar wakes him up. Aphotic shield goes out. Skewer, though, is going to be able to finish him off, and NP are just it's a grab bag. Whatever heroes they can get around their shrine, they will take those kills. Monkeys and 747 will be the two deaths of Complexity, overextending themselves once again.
A little bit too greedy there. I think if you just get out
Here, it's going to catch Moo mid-recall. Yeah, gets off that sleep. So finally the damage comes in from the Nightmare. They're going to bring 3 heroes to board here to try and bring down this Bristleback. It'll be pretty easy. No one of Complexity. They don't have a tower to TP onto. So round 2 of the Bristleback. Oh, he blinks out just in time. Rose,
where's the
must not have
turnaround?
noticed that Blink Dagger now with no black hole. Maybe they could fight this one out. The Brewmaster ultimate has been used. SVG gets a helpful Force Staff out from MSS, but the Cyclone still manages to catch him. They quickly dispel that one and bring SVG down. What else are they going to be able to catch?
You got to get out of here.
He's got the charge onto AEY. AEY does not have
gonna
a
connect.
roar for 10 seconds, but he canceled it. ZfreeK decides against it, had an ultimate too.
Definitely think he should have just kept going for that.
MSS still wants to fight this though. He's got the Infest inside of him right now. He could go for the RP. He sees the situation. ZfreeK managed to bump back. AEY gets off the Savage Roar. Aphotic Shield actually keeps ZfreeK alive. Moo really wants to kill on AEY, but an RP prevents him from pursuing. Still tries to chase it out, but a root and snare comes out, and the rest of Complexity looking ineffective now as they, lacking their damage dealer, have to full-on get out of this team fight. MSS going to try and chase down one of them. That's going to be Monkeys Forever, looping his way through the trees. Does have a TP and an ult, but there is a skewer to be able to stop him.
Yeah, feel like maybe he should have just committed for that because it sort of baited his team into getting out of position. And at that point, you're either all in or it's going to be rough for the rest of your group. Because then opportunity is slowly going to slip out of your hands. Like you're going to get behind to a point where it becomes a little bit too difficult.
Oh no, the charges have just been used and SVG manages to actually stay ahead of that attempt blink.
Rose is going to die though at top.
Yeah, good catch still.
That is a huge target. Because of the net worth difference.
So this is still going to be dangerous for NP. And they're fighting into Ags. They're fighting into daytime Ags for Keeper of the Light.
They don't want to give up this Aegis though. You can tell.
They're going to make the RP initiation onto Monkeys. That is all. The borrow time immediately popped by him. He's going to be slept up.
Oh, here comes 747.
Jump forward. Monkeys is going to be brought down pretty quickly, though, but 747 has controlled the 2 supports the back lines, while the front heroes are going to go straight for the Lone Druid. They want AY. They want him dead. They want him dead now, right before the Shrine can heal him back up. Moo now fights it out against 3, against 4. There goes the Fiend's Grip, held in, and there's no stopping it. That means our Bristleback is now going to die. 747 can at least clean up that support, but 3 down inside of Complexity. I thought that was going to be a good fight for them.
I mean, Swindles played this fight very well. He was able to control up the Enigma for
he
quite
still
some
wants
time.
to fight it. Like, Rose knows I can't just let this support hero do whatever he wants. Suzy takes the opportunity to be able to jump onto this Enigma, but it is going to be the Aegis up. EternaLEnVy's kind of low, but a nice skewer back deeper into the dire side of these 2 heroes. And Fest jump in. They're hoping MSS will be able to survive. There's no counter vision here, so they actually turn around, pop out, go for Melons. Are going to be able to get the nuke out, but the blinding light is not going to be enough to protect them. They do get the Magnus in the end, but EternaLEnVy's just manning up against 747. They need to be able to get the RNG. They actually took it out as he armlet toggled. He dies with the Aegis, and now Complexity are going to try and surround this Lifestealer. Lifestealer tries to make his way back to the high ground, and Complexity will not pursue. All in all, I think they should be very happy with the way that Roshan engagement went, seeing as they had to pretty much give up Aegis.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where it's still rough, though. Like,
oh yeah, it's not getting any better for coL.
Yeah, I don't know how this Brewmaster
doesn't have a gold talent.
Oh.
Charge on AEY actually bumps
ZfreeK.
Rose as he tries to come in. MSS misses out on the skewer, but the Savage Roar actually pushes ZfreeK that direction? What? He gets a little bit of heal, but he
Full
is
retreat, boys.
fully out of position. What the hell kind of pathing is that? Savage Roar sends him this way instead of just...
Chunks into him right now. Empowered Lifestealer.
Go for the tier 2. Complexity. They're so desperate to force something here. They cancel out on that charge. It's just too far back. 747 does get the initiation, though. A 3-man clap into the ultimate. That is a good one. They're going to be able to lock down SVG first and hopefully finish him off, but maybe not. The Guardian Greaves actually keeps him alive, and that is all the Pandas. EternaLEnVy just cleared down the Pandas. Now they get the RP onto
How
Moo.
fast can Moo die?
He's turned around, but they're managed to skewer him back into the tier 3 tower. They do have a lot of heals for him, so it's not going to be so easy. Monkeys, though, is going to be slept up. SVG gets on the Fiend's Grip. The wards are just too much. He gets too many quills out. Monkeys popped his ultimate to be able to get up out of that nightmare and will be able to get away. ZfreeK may not be as lucky. 4 seconds till he can charge away. Oh, but melonzz has the gem, and that's the important one. Does try and push back AEY, but Monkeys is going to try and help out his buddy, but the skewer back. That should ensure it. melonzz will lose that gem.
Very good net worth swing right now as NP only loses Bane. 3,800 net worth. You're not even going to get money for him. It looked like such a strong initiation, but those bears got shredded with their bare hands.
ZfreeK's job is now split pushing.
Yeah, this is his life now.
I think it's always a bad sign when that's your job as a Spirit Breaker. Oh, charge back, and they manage to get the Fiend's Grip onto 747. They're going to try and finish him up and use that ult from MSS to be able to control up. And Moo going to be skewered back a little bit more, easily dropped. NP, they're now just going to pick up whatever they can. melonzz and Monkeys both having a hard time. Glimmer Cape will be able to walk away. AEY just deals so much damage, though, and he's not being hit by these blinding lights. Jump forward by 747. Nice Savage Roar, stopping that ultimate. Susie will hold on to it now until the black hole comes in. Catches Susie. That's going to be a die back with the Brewmaster. No, he managed to get off the ultimate. Nice charge in. The ultimate comes out for the Spirit Breaker, stopping the black hole, allowing Susie to be able to get off his ultimate, and maybe they can finally win a fight with the Bristle back out. They're going to try and chase down some of these heroes. MSS in the background managed to get himself away, but EternaLEnVy, he's going to be locked down. Does have the cheese, though. He can turn and fight it. They can just get the control on it, but the cheese goes down, and now EternaLEnVy should be able to easily clean up this fight. Actually backs himself away. A little bit scared, though. Slows down Moo, gets the open wounds on him. Monkey seems to be able to get off the Aphotic Shield, though. Stops the Fiend's Grip. Susie's down for 90 seconds. All these buybacks coming out, and NP, they know they could just run over this game at this point in time. 3 heroes are up on the side of Complexity, and they're going to try and fight this one out. AEY almost losing his Aegis here off the charge as ZfreeK. Moo comes in, and that's the burst damage needed. 70 seconds down. A skewer back on the Monkeys as well. With 2 of these big cores down for a minute apiece, I don't see how Complexity could possibly fight this one out. ZfreeK's just going to try and make himself a best impersonation of a bowling ball before they are forced to GG out this game 1.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to be a game as NP just getting flat out. They're just rolling over Complexity right now. Since the laning phase, we talked about how even when there was like 1 or 2 bright moments in team fights, coL would just overextend a little bit too much, and NP just bludgeoned them with the fact that they were farming all over the map. Like, they had people constantly farming at all times.
Yeah.
They were just running Complexity around the map ragged. Complexity weren't able to get enough on the map either when they did win fights. It's like they had that fight mid where it looked kind of successful, and then NP immediately got 2 kills back. Then the game just kind of reset.
Do you feel like too much of a place in this game? He did his early mid harassment, but for now, it's not going to be too much of a threat of Monkeys. Monkeys may even appreciate if he gets a wand to spam. Allow him to get a few more shockwaves in there. They're going to try and slow him down here. The skewer does actually catch SVG. He's still slowed down from the tether as well as that Earth Shock. He's going to try and get far enough away that he can actually... The one ball, that's all it takes. Rose, he'll be able to get the first blood. If he just a little bit more HP, he gets the distance for the healing cell, but not the case here. Moo diving in deep against MSS because he can, and he also had level 6 coming up. He has it now. MSS in some serious trouble. Pull back Chakram, Timber Chain, and a right click that'll allow Moo
that is a
pick
big
up the
kill
second kill of the game. Yeah.
That's a level 4 Beastmaster who wasn't getting a lot to begin with.
Chakram, to be able to make this lane work a little bit better, they'll give Monkey some recovery time at top.
I mean, now it's okay. Once you get levels on Timbersaw, it's alright, especially since they have no kill potential on him. They have no stuns. The only way that they can stun is if they rotate this Ember or this Beastmaster down. And so he's just going to mess with AUI. He's getting pinged up here, though. This might be enough damage.
Real dangerous. He has another Timber Chain, but it's not enough.
He got way too cocky there.
Yes, he did.
You can't die, but you still sort of can die.
Oh, did at first was not.
That was the greedy part.
Yeah.
When he just did it to farm and harass. Does have 4 levels now. And this is how he envisioned the lane going, just being able to bully him out using his level 6 ability. Just keep chakraming him over and over again.
Monkeys gets the skewer back into the tower, but he will die. tombstones laid out. Just tries to get whatever damage he can. So successful rotation there from Rose and SVG up to the top lane. While the supports of it's definitely kill and Moo's.
Oh, they can still maybe go for this.
Maybe, yeah. They're gonna try and bring the Wisp in and actually fight this one out, but they do have the Ember Spear coming around the other side. Moo may not have the mana to be able to get out of here. He does have one Timber Chain, but not the trees up to be able to get out of here.
Oh,
a dive forward from EternaLEnVy, looks for more. ZfreeK is quite low. He's going to jump forward for that kill, claims it underneath the tier 1 tower.
Going to clean up this wave as well. Very successful rotation from...
And is Bounty Hunter and Riki, are those heroes just not good enough in this meta to be run in these,
I think they're a little bit too
situations?
Yeah. Their team fight potential just isn't there.
Roll
up
in.
at top,
Another
MSS.
attempt. They are going to be able to get the cake, allowing the Chakram to get the good amount of damage. They also have the recall in, but there's a relocate with the Ember Spirit. That's going to be nasty. Zuzi's going to try and finish up MSS, and they'll be able to get that one kill. EternaLEnVy looks for what he can. He's going to go for Moo. Moo taking a lot of this magic damage. They're trying to deal with the Tombstone as well. Melons has to give up his life just to be able to kill it, but Zuzi has no way out of here unless he gets them best.
They're going to chase this creep.
The creep. Yeah,
they know
creep will die.
It's even the one in front. Oh, Suzy.
Yeah, he is very dead. Moo doesn't even try and get close enough for a Chakram to slow down these heroes. He gets it now. RP ready to go on 2. They're going to turn and try and
they
fight
might
this
have
one
enough
out.
for this.
He's barely life-stealing through this, but if he gets away, he double remnants at no movement speed whatsoever, but is able to disjoin just enough to get away. Moo doesn't have the mana to continue to fight, so he has to back out. And Complex
to grab the Magnus, who did have an excellent RP despite not having a Blink Dagger.
Obsidian Rage here gets rid of that mana leak. Does leave him a bit exposed with this recall. Maybe they can actually catch AUI. They do get the nuke. The Shockwave lands as well.
Here we
Timber
go.
Chain on through. A little bit of a heal action there. AUI turns, tries to juke his way out. Dodging all the abilities. Does hit by the Skewer and a Chakram to finish him off. They do manage to land it, but Monkeys is low enough. No, there's no way. SVG, you can't really get this kill, can you? Doesn't have another nuke. Oh, Monkeys barely gets out. Moon might not be so lucky, though. He's got a Timber Chain coming up. Gets a little bit of distance away from these heroes. Monkeys and Moo so damn low. SVG wants one of them, but is going to have neither. He'll be gobbled up by the Lifestealer. The Ghoul finds his meal, and 9-4 now. Finally, Complexity get
salvage. All he's been doing during this entire time is farming. No surprise so far, by the way, that the last hits Complexity not even that far behind with their heroes. It's just right now relative fighting ability in favor of NP. They've got these cores that don't really need a lot of items to be successful. This Ember Spirit with this Veil alone does so much damage to this Timber Saw.
I love that Envy is playing such a huge space creator, allowing MSS's slower offlane here. Oh, the catch on a 747. He turns around. He gets caught. AY, he managed to get that kill. Moo is operating on low mana. May not be able to pursue any of these kills. They're going to go for MSS. Tries to juke out the roll in, but isn't able to get it. Nice kick from ZfreeK, though. Nails SVG on the side. They get the RP out onto the 2 cores, but don't actually have the damage to follow up. ZfreeK, he tries to target the Tombstone. Will not have the damage to finish it off. And unfortunately, the Shrine is down. They really needed that extra mana, too.
Yeah, and that's a 2-for-1 right now in favor of NP. Once again, all these trades continuing to favor them, as it is quite hard for Complexity to take.
Or Complexity. They might be in a bit better fighting shape, because it does seem like they just run out of damage. Lifestealer's not right-clicking hard enough, and Moo oftentimes is low on mana. Oh, that's a bad kill. EternaLEnVy manages to catch the Magnus in the bottom lane.
Even if Complexity have any idea that this is happening, there's no way that they're going to contest.
Yeah, not without the RP. Moo in some trouble here. The kick is going to be able to come in. Oh, nails him right as they roll in. They are going to be able to get the silence. This is a beautiful turnaround opportunity. Maybe if Moo can just survive and get some damage out, but EternaLEnVy cleans him up. The magic damage is too much for Complexity to ham it, and they are just going to hemorrhage kill after kill. They do manage to take that Aegis away from the Ursa, but it seems like they're just too far behind. A solid kick from ZfreeK gives Complexity a glimmer of hope in that engagement, but it's still too much from NP.
Yeah, ZfreeK did quite a lot of damage there. ZfreeK alone did 2,200 damage in that fight. It's more than the other 2 heroes combined. Unfortunately for him, it just wasn't enough. Like, they just got swarmed on under the tower. Didn't even matter NP with that Aegis. Putting it to very good use.
NP feels so far ahead, they're actually going to challenge this tier 1 tower area. So they're going to roll in. Immediately start going for it. Suzy goes for the infest, pops out immediately, managed to get the wisp on the side. So good kill there for Moo. If he can actually get out though, the Timber Chain not available for him. The change just holds him for so long.
And EternaLEnVy trying to follow up, but just wasn't able to. And here comes the kick.
Nice
AUI.
dodge there from AUI, but they do have monkeys coming in. He's got the RP. He
Doesn't
could
have
try
his
and get
ultimate
a skewer
anymore.
play. AUI is just going to get blown up with the skewer in. They're just going to right-click him down. They still have the RP to work with. MSS, he's mana leaked up. Tried to go for the kill on Melons, but Melons managed to outrun that one. Suzy does actually armlet toggle that one just enough to survive, and the rest of Complexity not feeling comfortable with Lifestealer being so low. So they backs away from SVG, though. I think they're making the call. They're going to play around this high ground area, maybe. Monkeys is still farming this one. Could get caught. There it is, the jump forward by AUI. He actually gets the skewer over to the right-hand side, but brings AUI with him. That is trouble for Complexity. They're actually going to go for more with a relocate in. They try to catch Melons, and he had to remnant forward to be able to get it. Immediately jumps back to help defend mid lane. Has to make sure this mid tower does not go down, even if it's at the cost of his mana.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The roll. Hey, he's out of mana. Maybe they can actually do this one. Nice silence. The Eul's is there, but if they can get the damage immediately afterwards with a Timber Chain, he needs a little bit more. Doesn't have the tree positioning, though, to be able to catch him. The
Jukes
Chakra
both.
misses, and they're just getting juked around now. Monkeys, Moo will actually make his way to the high ground here. Trapped in by the Ancients. They're going to clear through that one. He actually jumps back to mid, almost catching Envy with that Chakram.
They're trying to bait
low.
Envy
They're
in.
going to jump on SVG here, blow him up pretty easily, but it's the two cores they have to worry about on top of a tombstone as well. The skewer away. Monkeys get out. Moo is also going to be able to make a jump away. Envy is completely out of mana once again, and so is AUI. NP may not be able to fight around their tier 1 tower anymore unless Rose can give them the helping hand, but Rose in danger. Moo misses out on another Chakram combination. The
Still have
tombstone
Roar.
Still up. The Roar goes out. Moo, he needs to be able to get away from AUI, and he does so successfully. They manage to kill MSS, and sure enough, that was not a fight that NP could take. The long-range kick
he gets the
catching
silence.
AUI. He was just about to blink himself away.
No, not like
this! The blinding light push over the cliff. That wasn't the play, and the Remnant in big time. EternaLEnVy hits a Remnant, blows up Melon, and goes to the other Remnant on the side. That was a sick little play there from Envy. He gets the backline, managed to get the Earth Spirit as well. AUI still going to jump in on the Lifestealer. He has to turn and fight. There's no other options at this point in time, but Moo, he can't really help him out, but try and chase away the Wisp. Another Blink Dagger up in a second. Suzy has so many stacks on him. Moo actually still trying to
they're
go
just
for this
kiting.
kill onto Rose. Almost gets him with the Chakram pullback, but it's not there. And Envy, who cleans up Melons again, is going to be able to help his tower area. And even then, may only be farming it at a distance with Shockwave.
Yeah. Right now, Monkeys.
Roll in onto Rose. They're going to try and quickly take this kill. They'll have it too. Rose farming by himself in the mid lane. That's kind of interesting. Looks like only way they could possibly get that is if he gets Mana Leak, Blinding Light. Oh, AUI, he's silenced up right now. There's so much damage. 747 is actually getting into him, but the Enrage does manage to go down, and 747 may not be able to win this fight until an RP comes in. Monkeys turns it around, catches EternaLEnVy in there as well with the Chakram over the top. EternaLEnVy's going to have a hard time getting out of this one, but fortunately MSS and
the
SVG
tombstone.
will lend a helping hand to be able to blow up these cores. Moo tries to get away, but caught by the chains. A force staff forward from Melons is not enough to be able to save him. Melons is the only survivor of that mid engagement. Once again, he's going to find who does he really want. There you have the infest.
Oh.
There is an RP opportunity to be had here. Melons actually managed to get the force staff up and the Mana Leak onto AUI after the Enrage. It's a good opportunity for them to be able to get the RP. They're going to try and blow up AUI with a double kick. They're going to be able to get it in Rose. Fails on the relocate. They're going to get the ultimate out there. Looks like they're going to try and lock down Suzy here. EternaLEnVy mans up,
Envy
but
takes
Moo,
so
he
much
brings so
damage.
much damage into the table. ZfreeK is trying to pursue. They need this kill badly.
Oh,
The
they're gonna
Scepter
grab him.
dodge is bold, but it's going to be the kill surely. Sleight of Fist could not dodge that one. Suzy survived through that. Incredibly important. And they got the beyond after Enrage. It's so critical to some of these engagements.
Yes.
But NP will not let Roshan go down quietly. They're going to try and jump in on this one. But MSS with the fresh Blink Dagger onto ZfreeK is going to be found first.
Oh, it pays off almost immediately.
Melons
and
managed to get away from AUI. Gets over the cliff. AUI, another Enrage down. He gets out. SVG is not going to be pursued, though.
And Envy gonna try to make something happen here. Gonna go on to Moo. He doesn't have that Eul Scepter quite yet. Gonna back
Over the
himself
cliff,
away.
But the AUI jumps onto Melons this time around.
And now they're gonna
Not
make the
able to
pursuit.
get out. Double chained, but the silence onto EternaLEnVy. That's a nasty one. He gets off the Yule step, but he's getting slowed down by the chocolate.
Here's the RP!
Managed to catch EternaLEnVy as well. They're going to lock these heroes down. Moon needs to be able to get the damage out to finish off the Wisp, but he can't quite get it. A blast in the back, still not enough. Maybe a Chakram. It's going to be close.
EnVy bump back.
He's going to go down. EnVy
He
bump
doesn't have
back.
a spirit.
Into this one. No! He's down. Ursa and EnVy. They both bob back, and it's EnVy with the dieback there.
Oh my word, they're going to keep going for this too. SVG isolated out the entirety of Complexity coming in for
AY
this.
just lost his Blink Dagger. He's mana leaked up as well. He does have an range, though. Skewer
he's gonna
back.
get
Oh,
brought
no.
back.
He should have just blinked when he had the chance, but now he's going to be locked in. That's going to be a second dieback from NP.
And they're, for a second, they were thinking about going for more, but this one dying well out of reach as Complex. Being desperate, Swindles guesses that there is a Hawk here. Now they're going to make their way forward.
As soon as EnVy showed himself the top lane, Complexity see their opportunity to strike, and it's going to be on SVG. A free pick off there. AY's actually coming back. What's he
You need to
targeting?
get out of here.
EnVy wants to be able to fight this
Monkeys.
one. Monkey's ready to go with his RP. Melon's in the background. Man, some supports behind him. Maybe they'll catch the back line. They place out a ward. They do see ZfreeK on the side here. They managed to get the Rod of Atos right as he went for the Timber Chain away. That was a good play. Yule Scepter will protect him. No chains. Oh, maybe they've actually got moved.
more
They've
than
got
enough
him.
damage.
Well played. They're going to look for more now. It's going to be backline supports that are going to be caught. RP comes out. Oh no, the blinding light at the same time. That wasn't the play, but maybe they can still do this. They'll take out MSS. EternaLEnVy with the self Yule Scepter will manage to remnant himself away, and they reclaim the gem. But AY, he needs help. He has a Blink Dagger up in a second. Nice play. Gets away. They can still go back in on this one. They just kite Complexity around as best as possible. 747. He's actually going to be able to fight this one up against AY. AY comes forward a little bit too early. NP, they give up on kiting Complexity now. Moo is back in it with his short death timer thanks to the Bloodstone.
If he gets a Yule's off, he does. There's no more
Yule's
spirits available.
NP goes to the chain himself. Monkeys can still try and chase him, but he does have the Blink Dagger, so they just take Rose instead. I knew they wouldn't be able to catch up to NP. This should be a tier 2 tower at the top lane now. Another win for Complexity after a drawn-out fight.
They do lose the gem, I believe, correct?
They reclaimed it. I believe Lifestealer picked it up. Yeah.
Oh, I meant NP lost it.
Oh, really?
Did they? I don't even see it.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
that
tower
always-
Lifestealer is MSS's gem.
Oh.
That's a very big pickup.
For some reason, I thought... oh, Melon's is dead.
Radiant's top tower is
I
falling.
thought Melon's had a gem as well. So much trouble.
Yeah. He does go down, and NV just going to blink out. Remnant in 2 seconds. It looks like they still want to go for, as now that there are 4 heroes sitting on top of his Remnant, there's no way that he's going to come back in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just going to try and take this
he
tier 2.
does.
It looks like
NV?
EnVy gets kicked. Silence follow-up. He does have the self-Yule Scepter coming in.
He's just gonna
They
die.
tried to go for a relocate out,
No,
but
he
the RP
doesn't get it.
misses. Oh no, Monkey's now going to die for his sins. They do manage to at least get the Beastmaster on the side. AY is pushing back some of those supports. 747 is surrounded by units. He's actually going to have a bunch of zombies as well as 2 heroes on top of him. He desperately needs an infest save, and he is going to be able to get it for the moment. And maybe pop himself out. Oh, Moo has to deal with AY
Oh,
right
EnVy
now.
gets
Already
clipped.
down to half health. EnVy, how did he die?
He got clipped at the last second by that Coddle Blast. He didn't have a lot of HP to work with anyways. EnVy going to go for the
they blast
buyback.
him back up the hill. They're going to be able to take SVG as long as Moo gets out. This is okay. Nice turn into stone.
Oh, he's gonna get out
gets
too.
out as well. ZfreeK, it gets up the hill. EnVy's out of Flame Guard, but they do drop that gem. 747 is healthy enough to be able to survive through that combination.
Oh, he's
EnVy's
out of mana
rapidly
now.
running out of mana. He has to self-Yules. Be ready for another Remnant. He's got only 1 more left. MSS having to deal with 747 to force snap forward. Rose
Now
saves
it's
his
AUI.
allies live. Moo, he doesn't have a tree to be able to hit, but they still manage to keep him alive. Another force down, but Axes. It claims the head of the Timbersaw finally. He's down for 49 seconds. It makes this fight somewhat even.
This was still a buyback from EnVy though. Once again, net worth.
It's a buyback from...
And this is a perfect position for them. They do have the RP available. ZfreeK now going to be the vehicle. What a save by him, by the way.
Dire's
That was so
bottom
clutch.
tower is under
EnVy
attack.
goes to the bottom lane. They're actually going to go for relocate play. This is cool. They're actually going to force Complexity into an awkward spot here. The
They all
cliff does
TP
go
to the
down.
shrine. They're going to do a lot of damage to this, if not
Yes,
take the
they
tower
are.
outright.
They are actually going to take this tier 3 tower. That is a Beastmaster at play right there, and they're going to be able to relocate him out pretty easily. They do manage to get a catch, though, at the top lane. They caught SVG. But as long as the NP... Going to try and see if they can very quickly catch EternaLEnVy with this RP. You're judging his reactions right now, and they do manage to get the RP pop out. That should be enough. Burst. It is. He
That
is down
is
for 2
minutes.
minutes.
How long is this buyback in? Even longer than that.
Our Wisp is... he's been recruited to deal with Mega Creeps. He's got Maelstrom.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Shoot so much lightning, you think there's a Zeus in the game.
Mag at bottom lane.
bottom.
Looks like they found AUI.
He's
He
the only
does
one with
have
buyback.
buyback.
Yeah.
Jump forwards here from Moo. All Complexity needs to do is force this buyback, then cleanly back up. EnVy tries to make his initiation. He is holding in these heroes. Another round of Searing Change, just trying to keep them in place for the rest of his team to be able to pounce. But ZfreeK is on the other side of this one. AUI is going to man up on 747 instead, but 747 has so much armor. He's actually good to be able to fight this one out for a while, but EternaLEnVy, the background's actually doing a lot of damage to the back line, but he is running out of mana. Finally, 747 does drop to AUI's Ursa, and the rest of Complexity have to start backing themselves away, but so...
Oh, EnVy might just get caught out here. There is a Hex available. They're pinging him like crazy. They want to see how many other people they can get here. He's going to get hexed up. Doesn't have that buyback available.
That side leads into the RP. That will be 90 seconds for EnVy.
Yeah, he doesn't have buyback either. Just bought that fresh Octarine core. There's no buyback on any of the cores on the side of NP.
Yeah, that's what MSS is doing right now in the jungle, but he may be caught in the process. Blink away. Very smooth.
He's going to be seen in this mid lane area, though. And now he's going to jump forward. They're going to be able to catch him, and this might just mean...
Fuel, Scythe, Shivas. There are a lot of ways to be able to slow down MSS. The skewer will pull him back into the Mega Creeps, and he is dead. Tried to farm the buyback, results in dying without picking it up.
That's
2 down.
3v5 now.
Oh,
We know that he doesn't.
yeah. They're probably thinking that he should.
He's like, does he have buyback? I feel like he might.
Take down the ward. There's the Scythe Feist immediately jumping on SVG. Monkeys is here as well, but he doesn't have the RP. ZfreeK needs a little bit of help. A couple of Force Staffs are trying to get some distance away from AUI. Does have a roll. Might be able to make it out. Nice play from ZfreeK. The shots are still falling out. He will actually die from that one. Rose is going to be unlucky, though. 747 slows him down as well as MSS. Manages to chomp on them. That'll be a total wipe. And it'll be Complexity taking game number 2 against Team NP.
Yeah, now it's going to be game 3, forced out NP in a game where they felt so much in control. That was a 22-minute beyond godlike by EnVy, but those buyback deaths, those diebacks, they hurt him so much, but we are going to go to a game number 3.
All right, stick around, guys. The conclusion of the winner's bracket finals is just one. How does that happen?
Yeah, I guess it's working. It's one way to live your life. To just keep throwing yourself.
Just don't live for yourself. Live for inflicting pain on others.
Yeah, exactly. That's the majority of most people's fun in Dota.
Monkeys is in trouble. He has to get rid of these bugs. And he has to deny himself.
He's the best in the world
most
at
likely
denying himself.
Oh, no. AUI gets it this time around. Meanwhile, top lane, Moo is also in some serious trouble. He's going to be run down by MSS and SVG. A big blast going to come in, but I don't think that's going to deter MSS. He knows another nuke and a couple more right clicks should be able to secure this. Oh, no, it got stuck. No way. Oh, what? Dire Creeps MVP.
I hear Grant just making sure that nothing bad can happen to him.
It does look like coL are giving up this mid tower. Melon's tried to actually get in a position to get a nuke off, but he will be caught by MSS and SVG.
And AUI trying to deny this. He's going to be able to deny the rune. Grab it for himself. Has a bottle.
I mean, Complexity are they just move too slow. Now they could potentially
Moo.
be losing multiple heroes. He needs Monkeys to be able to save him. The swap goes out, but the last hit is there. Monkeys has been silenced up now, unable to get off an aphotic shield for anybody. NP looks like they're just going to turn back, try and finish off that tower while leaving SVG to die.
This is so much damage on this mid tower. He's going to be able to clean it up nicely.
Dire's middle tower
And
has
EternaLEnVy
fallen.
doesn't have mana for Sunder, just manages to grab it. And they silence up Monkeys, who's still on the pursuit.
Monkeys don't care. NV turns around, has the
He
Sunder,
wants to
is
do
going to
it.
pop it on 747, gets full HP. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And he's also got a bottle charge and infused raindrops, so he's going to continue to stay in this lane. No problem.
Has fallen.
Moo, with the double damage, is going to be able to get some good chip damage on this tier 1 mid. NP. Repeated performances by them are going to protect this tower as best as possible. Good roll in, turnaround stun. AUI does not have the mana actually for his ultimate, but he does have the HP to maybe be able to win out the fight against Moo. Healing coming out. Moo Should be able to survive against this. Another Aphotic Shield, and he will be good until he runs into MSS. A little bit more heals, not quite enough. They don't have a Shrine up either. Finally, Moo does die, and Monkeys doesn't have his ultimate anymore, so he's in serious trouble as well. Melons is here, but he doesn't have much. He's got a Blinding Light, and that's about it. Monkeys managed to get away. They're going to turn back around, and Mana Leak onto AUI actually cost him that. Managed to get the stun there with the Blinding Light as well. Monkey's going to come back in. He's going to try and finish off AUI. Gets rid of the Aphotic Shield. Hopes to be able to chase down Owie, but is not going to be able to keep the distance there. MSS does manage to at least kill the Keeper of the Light. And the other two, EternaLEnVy just farming out these neutrals. He's like fighting. What is that? What is that? Fight these neutrals? That's what he mean.
Yeah, doesn't even care. And doesn't need to, really. His team wasn't even struggling in that engagement. Almost able to grab the Weaver. Would have been, I wouldn't say worth it, but man. They're getting picked apart now, and this Vengeful Spirit has just been completely shut down. This is going to be one of those games where this Alk just has to raid boss it. Like we talked about, but even more urgent now as a result of his team just getting picked apart.
Right, because Vengeful Spirit as a safe lane carry does not have very good comeback mechanisms. Yeah. Needs to win the lane, needs to win the team fights after that. Good kill onto Rose, that'll help things out.
Yeah, 300 gold. Almost has their helmet dom now too.
They bring 747 up here in the top lane. They just give him the lane. The one lane that's pushed in that Moo could have farmed, they're like, nope, that's Alchemist. Doing everything they can to give him priority and also to be aggressive.
That man has Sunder.
For him. That man does have Sunder. They're going to swap back the real one here, see if they can actually burst him down, but it's not really going to be close at all. Or maybe it is. Oh, God,
they got him.
Is enough.
Very well done.
That was very cleanly timed by all their stuns. Yeah. There are 3 cores up to date, well above anybody else on the side of Complexity outside of the Alchemist. When do you think, well, hold on, Rose is going to die.
That is another free death.
When is NP's time to start worrying a little bit, to really start putting the pressure on? They are trying to set up something here. Onto Alchemist, they do get the silence out. Chemical Rage, not quite there, but there is going to be a Shrine ready to be activated with Monkeys here. They're going to be able to make this turnaround. Can Susie be able to survive through this one? 747 is actually taking a lot of damage from the Terror Blade, but gets back to the Shrine and keeps himself alive. NP, I mean, that was just a bad fight to begin with. Going into an Alchemist next to a Shrine with an Abaddon there.
Yeah, and they want to keep going for this. Swindles might even find the angle. Well. He's going to Glimmer himself. Even get the Mana Leak off. This should be more than enough damage.
No Sunder available for EternaLEnVy to be able to save himself. Great kill.
Yeah. And AUI going to get stunned up as well. He does have that ultimate, but not if he gets multi. Makes it happen.
Are they going to go to bottom? Oh, they are. Okay, that was an awkward smoke, but
they're just like, run.
Yeah. I mean, this chip damage does come into play now. They might be able to finish off this tier 3. They've got 14 seconds to be able to work with while the Terror Blade's gone. Silence onto Monkeys Forever is going to be able to prevent it.
747 now taking a lot of damage here.
Black Hole goes out, a little bit more heals. Nice swap to stop that one. And a good armlet toggle with the Aphotic Shield on top of him. AUI's running out of mana and fast. He gets back to the Shrine, but Complexity are going to call it there, it looks like. They may have killed the Nick. Some combination here. They managed to get off the... slow it down. 747 is going to be swapped back. They need a little bit more, though. They get the Aphotic Shield in the armlet toggle once again. Moves in deep thanks to that swap. He may have saved the Alchemist's life, but at a cost to his own. Complexity now going to have to back up to this high ground. A good blast. Finished off the Night Stalker.
Now they've got
that's a Metamorphosis used as well.
Yeah, they could just wait. This is the big defensive ability right now for them that allows this Terror Blade to farm. And I think the correct play right now is wait, as Mood going to get brought in as well now.
But Complexity, all they really have to do is just let 747 sit on the front lines once again. As if they black hole people other than 747, I'm not sure if they still win this fight. They need the Midnight Pulse on this tanky guy. Rose, he's also having the Radiance Burn to deal with right now. If he gets a little bit too close to this Alchemist. There it is, the opportunity. Midnight Pulse, and the ultimate goes down, but it doesn't catch 747. It's just Monkeys, and it stopped immediately. Rose is dead. 2 down on the side of MP, and Complexity swarm in now. They were so disciplined with 747, but now that they've struck on...
They should just chill. That's exactly what they're going to do. This is a very controlled style. There's no rush for them. They're 2 sets of racks up.
I mean, their EternaLEnVy knows they need to force this with the Metamorphosis still up. He just runs forward, does have the Sunder, gets it off.
Here's the black hole.
But immediate swap. Moo in position to be able to stop that one. 747 is still going to drop, though. Monkeys Forever could not save him enough. and now it's an opportunity for NP to roll over Complexity. Even with its just 3 heroes, they can take down Moo. That's another damage dealer down, and EternaLEnVy can deal with the rest. Or maybe he can't. He's at half HP, no Sunder, and Monkeys, he's no slouch. He can actually output some damage slowly but surely. A buyback from the Alchemist. They're going to try and force this one.
EternaLEnVy just getting chased
he
down.
Cannot die here to Monkeys. He's going to be slowed down by the
There
reflection,
it
but
goes.
he gets it. AUI also quite low, has to Shikuchi himself back, but here comes the buybacks from NP. One already used by EternaLEnVy, the other 2 immediately blown as well.
Yeah, the
Recall
bench brought
target.
back 2. They want to end this game.
They really do. 747's going to come in with a black hole down. Even Sunder's down as well.
Oh, this
Alchemist
Alk is
actually
going
does
so
himself.
fast.
Oh no, he blacks out. He swapped out EternaLEnVy, and that's not the play. 747 ends up going down for 70 seconds. And EternaLEnVy, he feels that this is their opportunity to really turn this game around. He's going to try and catch as many heroes as he can. They turn around for ZfreeK, get him. Complexity, they lost 2 in that fight. Might just lose a 3rd. But
That was
SVG
buybacks too for Complexity. So all that they worked for so far kind of just gets nullified a little bit, and in their haste to try to end the game,
Here, potentially.
do they have a gem?
They don't have counter vision.
And
So
he is just gonna glimmer his way through.
Uh-oh. Well, there goes that Glimmer Cape. He gets a 4-staff down the cliff, where
Super
AUI
dead
will
now.
give him a special thank you.
Okay, this is not how you do it, coL. They are
target to be able to pop immediately. It would give the Enigma more sway with the black
Oh, they
hole.
see them from behind now. They've got to hold the ranks.
Now Complexity are going to try and turn. EternaLEnVy right in the middle of things, throws out his illusions, immediately focuses on Moo first, who does have that Aegis. Monkeys pops the ultimate to try and eat up some of this damage as much as possible. ZfreeK instead is going to be target. Envy finally
He
forced
does
to
not
pop
go down
Thunder,
easily.
but 747, he just takes away that damage and regens it up immediately. Goes for the unstable concoction, hoping to be able to focus down EternaLEnVy and force him down. Oh no, the Blastic catches him! Melons managed to catch him towards the tail end of that one. That's going to be full-out buys from NP. AUI still trying to fight it out with Moo, but can't actually win that team fight. Does manage to snatch up the gem. Most of Complexity members are quite low, but it's 747 who is the big monster to deal with on the front lines, and that means SVG wants to be able to get him in a bad position. Kicks him in, tries to get him, managed to pop the shrine there before SVG got stunned, but it's not enough. 747 outputs the damage necessary to be able to finish him off. EternaLEnVy fights it out with his illusion. 747 does have so much healing in the back lines. Monkeys sundered up. Brought low, EternaLEnVy tries to fight with that extra HP,
no.
but it's not even close. He gets blown up by 747.
Doesn't have
managed to
buyback
get
either.
the stun out there as well, and that's it. GG is called. Complexity will beat NP in this winner bracket final 2-1.
And after such a dominant game 1, NP falters in the end, and the cracks. And now our stage is set for tomorrow.
Yes, it is. We have Freedom versus Onyx up first. Then we're going to follow it up with the winner of that facing up against Team NP, and Complexity have the pleasure of waiting their final opponent in the grand finals. So that is it for the North American region. Of course, there's going to be a lot more BTS action coming up, so be sure to check around all the other BTS channels. But that is it for the NA tonight. Thanks for watching.